And welcome everybody to Chrysler Arena here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, as the University of Michigan men's basketball team takes on Central Arkansas University, the Bears out of Arkansas. Dalton, you had a lot of things to say before this broadcast about this team coming off of a disappointing loss on the road against number 2 team in the country, UCLA. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I didn't realize I had a lot of things to say, but
you did.
I will say that first half of basketball against UCLA, beautifully called by our own Leo Blavin, let me first state. That first half of basketball against UCLA was one of the most entertaining halves of college basketball I've ever seen.
You know what? The broadcasters were saying that as well. That was a ton of fun to watch.
Shots were falling for both teams. Ridiculous. No defense. Just the way I like it. But here's what Michigan has to do.
Okay.
Today, they're playing Central Arkansas. They shouldn't have a problem with them. 1-8 coming into this game. Shouldn't have a problem with them. No. When they play good teams, they have to play perimeter defense. I saw a statistic. UCLA shot 14 of 14 on uncontested threes. Believe me, that's amazing that they hit 14.
Yes.
But the fact that they got 14 uncontested threes shows a real problem with the guard play on this Michigan Wolverine team. Who is going to step up and play defense for the Wolverines? Yeah, Wilson and Wagner, they can defend inside. They can help protect the rim, especially with the athleticism of DJ Wilson. But who is going to become a perimeter defender?
Is Walton not the defender you would hope he would be?
No, he wasn't. He isn't the player I'd hope he'd be. I still have hope for him, though.
All right.
I'll tell you who that defender has to be. Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman.
Sure.
He has to be the perimeter shutdown guy for this team.
All right, we got some starting lineups for you. First, for the home Michigan Wolverines, it's DJ Wilson, Derek Walton Jr., Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman, Mo Wagner, and Zach Irvin. And for the Central Arkansas Bears, we've got Jordan Howard, Matthew Kamba, Tanner Schmidt, Derek Brooks, and Thatch Unruh.
Thatch Unruh, my player to watch.
Thatch Unruh, a guy, he's only averaging 1.8 points per game, but Dalton thinks right now, if he can score a basket, he's doing better than his average.
Look out.
Look out for Thatch. Well, folks, we're getting ready here at Chrysler. The Michigan women just defeated the 7-0 Ohio Bobcats pretty handily at this court about an hour ago. Myself and Morris Farabee called that one. This is Chris Bickler. That's Dalton Pataki. We're here for the first half. Chrysler Center, a lot more full for this men's game. There is an actual student section present. The ref blows the whistle. It's Wilson and Schmidt. The ball goes up. DJ Wilson easily takes it. Michigan gets possession there, going left to right on your radio dial. Derek Walton Jr. He works against Howard on the left wing. Gets over to Wagner to the corner, Zach Irvin. Irvin in the far corner. Abdur-Rahman, he'll reset. 15 on the clock. Works against Unruh, gets a screen. Over to Wilson on the right wing. Drives in. Abdur-Rahman, top of the key. 3 is good.
And that's the player Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman has to be. He has to be that 3-and-D type guy. He has to play defense, and he's not going to hit every three, but he's got to hit the open ones, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Howard brings it up. This is Kamba. Now gets in the corner to Schmidt. Schmidt drives against Abdur-Rahman, and it looks like he stepped out of bounds. He did. That's a turnover. Abdur-Rahman playing some defense after the 3. Michigan gets it back. It's over to Walton as the Bears playing some sort of full court pressure.
Looks like a 1-2-2.
I'm not quite sure what it is, and Michigan gets it over with ease. Irvin's got it on the left wing. Back top of the key to Walton. Over to the right wing. Wilson back to Walton. Works against Brooks. Irvin over to Walton. Back left wing. Abdur-Rahman pump fake 3. He works against Jordan Howard. Goes inside. Wagner. Wing. 3. No good. And DJ Wilson had the rebound. It's tipped out of bounds by Tanner Schmidt, and it'll stay with the home team.
That's the most impressive thing about DJ Wilson early on this season. His ability to rebound the ball above the rim. That's something he really worked on last offseason.
DJ Wilson, the guy that the fans would cringe when he came onto the court. He was that bad. Derek Walton Jr. resets, gets it to Wilson in the corner. He'll bring it out. Good pressure by Brooks. Gets it over to Irvin. Top of the key, Walton 3. Had the 3, didn't take it. He's got it back in the top of the key. He works against Unruh. Over to Irvin, 8 on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Wagner, didn't take it. Now Walton, deep three. Barely hit iron there, and it looked like he settled for that one. Howard brings it up against TJ Wilson. Gets it to Unruh, who almost lost it. He gets it back. Unruh over to Schmidt. Or excuse me, that's Kamba inside against Walton, and it hits the top of the basket. No whistle. Michigan brings it out. Abdur Rahman had the corner three, didn't take it. He'll drive in, gets it to Wilson. Wing three, no good. Wagner has it. It's tipped around now, gets it to Irvin, to Walton to reset on the left.
Good job there by Mo Wagner, just getting his hands in there and tipping it out to Zach Irvin.
Walton gets a screen from Wilson. Now Wilson gets it top of the key to the wing, Irvin. Irvin deep enough, he's not going to take the shot. Moves to the right, gets it to the corner to Abdur Rahman. Abdur Rahman works against Howard. Over to Walton with 7 on the clock. Gets a screen to his left. Abdur Rahman deep, wing, three, barely hit the basket. It's going to be tipped around, and it's going to go to Kamba. Kamba works against Wilson. It's 3-0 Michigan early on. Hands it off to Brooks. Brooks, the long two, and it's in.
Friendly bounce. You usually don't see Chrysler give those types of bounces to away teams. Interesting thing to note is this defense that Central Arkansas is running. It's a zone that fluctuates between a 3-2, a 2-1-2, 2-3. I've even seen a little bit of a 1-3-1 look out of this zone.
And we're 3 minutes into the game. Wilson had a corner three, didn't want it. Now gets it to Walton, wide open, top of the key, three. It's long. Wilson the rebound, and he can stuff it home.
And that's what DJ Wilson has to do this game. Clearly the biggest, strongest athlete on the floor. Offensive rebounding should be there for him all day.
You know, Kamba gets it over to Schmidt. It's taken away by Zach Irvin. He's got Walton up ahead, and he'll get the ball stripped. And then before that, it's going to be a foul. That is your man, Thach Unruh.
Thach with just a really heads-up play there. Can't give up the easy 2 points to Derek Walton Jr. Got to make him earn them.
And it looks like he just slapped him on the arm. Walton otherwise had the breakaway layup. So Thach Unruh there does a good job. Irvin and Abdur Rahman go to talk to John Beeline on the sideline as Derek Walton will shoot 2 free throws.
In all seriousness, though, nothing irritates me more as a fan of basketball when on the one-on-one fast break, the defender not only fouls him, but weakly fouls him.
Yes.
If you allow him to get the shot up, that's not a good foul.
Just if you're going to foul him either way, if he's going to get the free throws, you might as well make sure the ball doesn't go in.
Yes, exactly.
I actually said that in the second half of the women's game, something like that happened too, as Walton makes both. Gets cheers from Chrysler Center as Christensen, a guy who is almost exclusively there for rebounds, checks in for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. He gets it out to Brooks. Over to Lowry. Lowry against Abdur Rahman. Hands it off. Gets it out to Howard. Deep three from the wing is good. Jordan Howard, the team's leading scorer for 3.
And he's going to have to play big if this Central Arkansas team wants any chance at winning. And we've seen good players come in and play big-time games against these Michigan Wolverines.
Yes.
I have to point to NJIT last year. I forgot who it was this year. I'll get back on that.
Irvin wing three is long. Rebound goes to Brooks. Brooks works against Irvin. He gets it out to Howard, their point guard. Rolls to the left, hands it off. Combo over to Brooks, back to Howard. Howard has the switch, works against Zach Irvin. Gets it inside to Christensen, who works against Wagner. Christensen doesn't tend to shoot the ball. Jordan Howard's got it against Irvin. He'll drive in. He loses the ball. Swats it out with 4 on the clock. Gets it to Lowry. Schmidt long 2, no. Rebound Wagner gets it to Irvin, who gets it ahead to DJ Wilson, and it's knocked out of bounds. Good play there by Kamba.
Irvin a second too slow. He had Wilson leaking out, and he took his head down to dribble once, and by then, Kamba got back in time. But the game I was talking about, Kennesaw State.
Yes.
That game finished 82-55, but the first half was quite close.
It was.
And they allowed the leading scorer, Kennesaw State, to really have himself a nice day. So we've seen teams come in here and their best players have success. Because like we said in the beginning, this team doesn't necessarily have that one guy you can stick on someone and shut them down. So Michigan, every game isn't a guarantee. Or any game isn't a guarantee.
You're absolutely right. There's not a lot of there's no cupcakes. You'd like to think a team that is losing to teams like Southeast Missouri State and Little Rock, you'd think you could beat them pretty easily. Right now it's 7-5. Home team on top, 14:55 to go. First half, Michigan shooting 2 of 8 early, 1 of 7 from the 3-point line. Walton is 0 of 2. Wilson, Wagner, Irvin are 0 of 1, and Abdur Rahman 1 of 2. So everyone on the team so far has attempted at least 1 3-pointer. Only 1 has gone in. You go to the other side. Jordan Howard, that's their point guard. That's their best player. He's 1 of 1. He's made his deep 3 of the game. And Central Arkansas is 2 of 4, 1 of 1 from 3.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, I think. Is my
That's
favorite.
a classic.
That's a great. How about you?
When it comes to my Christmas tune selection, I'm an old school crooner guy.
Okay.
The Dean Martins, the Frank Sinatra,
Oh, sure.
Perry Como.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm a big fan of Marshmallow World.
Okay. You know what? Another song I like. I saw "Mommy Kissing Santa Claus." That works on 2 levels.
By the Jackson 5 is very good.
Is it Jackson 5?
Yeah, the most known one.
Oh, it is. You're right. You're right.
That's a good one.
That worked because it's like he's kissing Santa Claus, and then it's like, oh wait, now I know who Santa Claus is.
But
I
you
like
don't.
it. But exactly. You don't say anything. Anyways, we do have a timeout here. 7-5 Michigan on top. Fouls are 1-0 in favor of Michigan early on, as Michigan's going to bring out Zach Irvin, Derek Walton Jr., Mo Wagner, Mohamed Ali, Abdur Rahman, and DJ Wilson. It's the same lineup. And the Tigers of Central Arkansas bring out Howard, Kamba, Brooks, Schmidt, and Unruh, as Irvin is going to bring it in. Gets it to Muhammad Ali, Abdur Rahman, working against Christensen. Gets it to Walton. Walton's going to reset. Over to the left wing, Zach Irvin gets it to Walton in the corner. Wants to do something with it. Goes inside to Wagner. Wagner posts up on Brooks, puts it up, puts it in. Good touch there by Wagner, 9-5.
Not sure I like that move there, why he didn't just go right over top of Brooks, but it worked out anyways.
Kamba over to Lowry. Lowry, the point guard right now, works against Abdur Rahman. Gets streamed by Christensen, goes to the left. Gets it over to Brooks. Brooks, the long 2 against Irvin. Irvin right in his face. Good defense there. Michigan gets it back. Walton over to Wilson, and he had the 3 if he wanted it. Didn't take it. Walton's going to reset against Lowry. Over to his left.
Yeah, that's not the shot Michigan basketball wants. They don't want early shot clock threes
Oh,
out
no,
of DJ Wilson.
I think that was correct. Wilson over to Abdur Rahman for 3. Good! Just left at the top of the key, and it's 12-5 Michigan. Quickly up ahead, Combo works against Wilson. He'll put it up. Good defense by Wilson. He'll get his rebound. Wilson, that is. Up ahead to Walton. Walton going to drive in with the screens from Wagner. He's going to go all the way around to Abdur Rahman in the corner. Good! That's 3. Wilson the assist, and it's 15-5. Lowry brings it up. He works against Abdur Rahman as the point guard. Michigan fans getting excited here at Chrysler Arena. Gets a screen, gets a switch to Wilson, over to Jordan Howard. Howard works against Walton, over to Lowry, who's got Wilson on him. This is a mismatch. It's inside to Kamba. That's Brooks. Brooks goes inside, takes about 20 steps, gets the hook shot over Irvin.
Yeah, I might have got away with a walk there.
About 6 different walks. That's their first points in 2.5 minutes. As Walton works against Jordan Howard, over to the right wing to DJ Wilson. Chest pass to Abdur Rahman. Rahman's the hot man. He's 3 of 4, all from 3. Rahman, right wing, 3 is short. Wilson tips it. It goes out of bounds. And they're going to say...
I think they're giving it to Michigan.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a foul on Kamba. I'm not quite sure what they called there. But Kamba's going to have to go sit down. That's his first. And Irvin is going to bring it in against Parnell, who is just checking in for the first time. What? Go ahead.
That's a fine shot there by Muhammad Ali.
He's the hot man.
Yeah, that's a heat check.
Wilson.
Oh, that was ugly.
Wilson with an ugly turnaround, but beautiful touches. It somehow bounces its way in. 17-7 as Parnell has it. Good inside pass to the cutting Howard. Lays it up, lays it in. Walton bringing it up. He works against Jordan Howard. Goes to the left of the M. Gets it to Donnell, who just checked in for Wagner. Over to Wilson. Wilson works against Lowry. Over to Walton in the left corner. He gets it to Wilson. Over to Irvin in the corner. Almost stepped out of bounds. 8 on the shot clock. Wilson goes in. Gets it back out to Irvin. Irvin's got to make a play. He drives it in. Triple team. Puts it up. No. But he'll be fouled. It looks like by Christensen. He was triple teamed. And we're going to have a timeout on the court. 17-9. Michigan leading Central Arkansas. 11:55 to go in the first half.
It's possessions like that where I'm not a huge fan of the Michigan offense. You didn't have much movement on the backside. You had a lot of dribble handoff stuff. And like we've seen it last year in Big Ten play so many times, Zach Irvin forced to take a bad shot. Sure, luckily drew the foul there. But that's the type of offense that I think is where John Beilein takes some heat.
You know, you're right. And that time, Irvin is in triple coverage. I thought the Bears did a nice job against him. I think that was Christensen who ended up getting the foul. No, the foul's going to be on Lowry. That's his first. But like you said, there was very little movement, lots of dribble into a nice handoff. And it's possessions like that. If you're Michigan, like you said, I mean, you can get away with it here when you're playing teams like Central Arkansas. That's why you schedule these games. But all of a sudden, when you're playing teams in the Big Ten, who, while it isn't as strong as it has been in recent years, you can't get away with stuff like that against Big Ten teams.
No, and that's where looking ahead, obviously it's never good to look past the game you're playing right now. Sure. But looking ahead to Big Ten play, that's where DJ Wilson and Mo Wagner have to step up and be threats not only on the outside, but on the inside.
Well, Dalton, we were talking about it earlier. Other than Mitch McGarry for the one March Madness that he was good, I can't even think of the last true big man we've had. I mean, we've gone through Donnell. We had Ricky Doyle for a hot sec. We had Jordan Morgan for 4 years. That was pretty good, but he wasn't a real big man.
He was only, 6'9"?
He wasn't big at all. And that was a big problem Michigan had for him. I'm trying Deshaun Sims.
That might have been the best, and even traditional back to the basket guy.
Even he wasn't
great.
No, so I can't think of the last Michigan big man that we've had. And Wagner, he's great. DJ Wilson, he's great. But I mean, like you said, Wagner's a skinny little kid. He's a little. I feel like I could post up. Out. I could post up on Mo Wagner.
You could work down low.
And then talking about Donnell, I mean, Donnell is the reason he's not starting. He's not that much bigger. I've seen him in person. He's not a big guy.
No, he's not. I see them out and about every now and again. They're not intimidating figures.
They're not guys that you might see at Duke, you might see at UCLA, for example.
I've had classes with Mitch McGarry while he was here.
Oh, boy.
And he's an intimidating-looking guy. Just big overall.
Of course, now with the Oklahoma City Thunder, as Irvin makes the first, puts it up, puts it in. Michigan 4-4 from the line, and it's 19-9 early on. Taking a page out of the women's book, they were 19 of 19 from the free throw line for a while today.
Really?
As Brooks puts it up, puts it in against Irvin, who played pretty weak there, and Walton's going to bring it up left to right. Over to Irvin, gets it back to Walton, top of the key. Inside the key, Irvin, back out to Walton, back to Irvin. It's back and forth between two guys. Abdul-Rahman had a wing three, didn't take it, gets it outside, top of the key, Irvin three, good!
And that's what this offense needs. They need that dribble drive penetration. Because Michigan does have good shooters.
Yes.
Don't get it wrong, they got good shooters. But they have good set shooters. They don't have many guys that can create their own shots.
Yep. Brooks gets it in against Irvin. Hands off. Jordan Howard gets the switch. Out to Parnell. Parnell works against Duncan Robinson. He's going to drive in, loses it. Who's got it? Michigan's got it. Looked like it may have gone off of Duncan Robinson. Instead, they're saying it went off Parnell. 22-11. Home team doubling up the road team. 11 minutes to go. First half. Walton brings it up left to right. Gives it to Irvin, gets it right back at the Michigan M. Zach Irvin, he works against Ayakak Polar. I said that name wrong. Abdur Rahman drives in, takes it back out, now drives it back in, gets it over to Walton. Duncan Robinson had the three in the corner, didn't take it. 5 on the clock. Walton takes the three, and it just goes out. They're going to say Central Arkansas did not touch it as it goes out of bounds right to their bench.
I'll give you Ayakek Polar.
I'm looking at the name right now. Ayakek Polar. I was looking at the numbers and trying to memorize the names before the game. I did not see this name.
I'll give you that.
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, he's down there. He's averaging 2.2 points per game.
Look out for him.
Howard
him and Unruh.
Him and Unruh, both struggling so far today. As Jordan Howard, nice pass inside to Ayakek Polar, who misses the reverse layup. Rebound goes to Robinson, gets it out to Rahman. Over to Duncan Robinson. Deep wing three. Good! And I was watching him pregame. He was making some NBA threes. Jordan Howard works against Walton. Gets it over to Lowry. Lowry on the right wing. Back to Howard, top of the key. He works double teamed with Mark Donnell. Gets it over to Brooks. Brooks kicks it out. Lowry had the three, didn't take it. Instead, it's going to go back to Brooks from the free throw line. Bounces out. Rebound goes to Zach Irvin.
And Duncan Robinson is a player that has to be big for this Michigan team in Big Ten play. He was big against.
You know what?
He hits another three.
That was a deep three. That's Duncan Robinson. It's 28-11. The Michigan faithful, the student section, they want to go home. They got finals to study for. They've got a good reason to. Go ahead.
As I was saying, Duncan Robinson was someone, he transferred to Michigan at the beginning of last season.
From D3.
From D3.
D3.
And it doesn't matter what level you're at, you can shoot the basketball. But he played very well in the non-conference play. Once they got into conference play, he couldn't. I mean, he's a set shooter too. Another beeline set shooter. Shots. I don't know if it was maybe the stress and rigorous schedule of a D1 program that maybe got to him early on. But he has to figure out a way to shoot better in big time games.
And we saw at the end of the Virginia Tech game, he had that three. It was his open three on the left wing to tie it and force it to overtime. It didn't happen. Instead, Virginia Tech ended up winning that game. It was a timeout from the road team. They're back out with Lowry, Kamba, Parnell, Ike, Polar, and Brooks. I'm so sorry. It's stolen there by Janelle. Gets it up to Xavier Simpson, the freshman. Back to Duncan Robinson, top of the key, NBA range, and it bounces just out. Rebound goes to Parnell, over to Lowry. Lowry works against Simpson, gets it back to Brooks. Brooks, nice crossover there. Can't get the shot to fall. Wilson, the rebound.
Duncan Robinson, you got to be kidding me. You got to be thinking that, especially after the bounce that Howard got for Central Arkansas.
Abdur Rahman, the point guard with Walton on the bench. He's going to reset, gets it over to Robinson in the corner. He drives in, gets tipped around to Wilson. He was out of bounds. They didn't call it. He was absolutely out.
Yeah, 100%.
They get Duncan Robinson to the corner. He moves to the wing, gets it to Wilson, and it's stolen by Kamba. Robinson gets in the way. Thought he had the charge. Didn't happen. Looked like his feet were set. He went down. He's going to get charged for the blocking call, and it's going to stay with Central Arkansas.
That was too quick of a turnaround for that to be a charge. I agree with that call, but I also agree that that's a good foul.
Oh, great foul. That was close.
One, it was close enough to where it could have gone the other way, and Central Arkansas had numbers.
Yep. So worst case, defensive foul. I mean,
stopping the fast break.
Exactly. This is Parnell inside, gets it over to, I believe that's Christensen. No, it's Schmidt.
That looks like Schmidt, yeah.
This is already the 9th name on the list. Schmidt couldn't get it to fall. Robinson, a quick another foul on the shot, and Schmidt's going to shoot too. As Michigan on a 9-0 run, it's been 3.5 since Central Arkansas scored their last basket.
See if they can take the lid off the rim here.
Schmidt's free throw is
They
in
can't.
and out. He's 6 of 7 coming into today on the season shooting free throws. So make it 6 of 8 now, as Zach Irvin's going to come back in for Robinson, as well as Walton in for Abdur Rahman. So it's Xavier Simpson, DJ Wilson, Derek Walton Jr., Zach Irvin, Mark Donnell for Michigan. And for Central Arkansas, it's Howard Kamba, Parnell Schmidt, and yet another name to know, Weidenar.
They're really testing you today.
Yeah, this is fun.
And they too have the dark number on
They have the dark
jersey
purple on the
combo.
black jersey, which is why I might sound like I'm struggling. Schmidt, I guess, can't get it done against the big teams. He was 6 of 7. He's 6 of 9 now. Michigan's 9-0 run remains. Xavier Simpson gets it to Irvin. Now they're going to wheel it around to DJ Wilson on the right wing. Gets it back to Walton on the M. Inside to Donnell. Donnell had it, didn't want it. Xavier Simpson's got it. Now he's got Irvin in the corner for 3. No good. Who's got the rebound? Walton grabs it. Gets it inside to DJ Wilson. Gets fouled. They're going to say it was no shot. Dunk. No shot. And it's going to be on Weidenar. He just came into the game, already has a foul, and there's a timeout on the floor. 7:50 to go first half. Michigan 28, Central Arkansas, who hasn't scored in 4 minutes, 11.
That move there by DJ Wilson is what we like to call a man's move. He got it, and Weidenar, give Weidenar credit. He was playing solid defense, had him on the outside hip, but DJ Wilson just muscled him to that rim, drawing the foul, and then having enough power to go up for the slam. But after the foul, DJ Wilson, I don't know if there's been anyone more critical of DJ Wilson than me last year.
No, yeah.
But I have to give credit where credit's due. Sure. This kid went into the offseason and he worked hard, and now he has solidified himself, in my mind, as the most likely player on this Michigan team to go pro. I think he's got the body. He's filled out, maybe put on 10 to 15 more pounds of muscle. If he can show any semblance of an offensive game, I think that he could get looked at by a lot of NBA teams.
You don't like the power couple of Walton Jr. and Irvin possibly having a chance? Because I think Irvin can get drafted mid-second rounds.
Derek Walton Jr. is too small. I hate to say it. I hate using but what about Allen Iverson? This kid ain't Allen Iverson.
Not Allen
Don't
Iverson.
get it twisted. Zach Irvin, too streaky of a shooter, and I'm not sure what position he plays. He's too small to be a small forward in the NBA, and he's too slow to be a shooting guard. I mean, am I to say that he can't maybe work on some things and become a shooting guard at the NBA level? He could.
I mean, he's a small forward, right? If he had to put something out on a piece of paper, I'd imagine he'd write small forward.
What is he, 6'6"?
I think he's about 6'6". I can confirm that in a minute.
A lot of your NBA power forwards now are 6'7", 6'8". I think Irvin, and the style in which he plays, he's much more of a shooter than what you would think of a small forward to be. He can't really get to the rim that well. So I would, if I was an NBA executive, I would pin him at a shooting guard. If he can get a more consistent stroke and get a little bit quicker, he could become that mid to late second round guy, not guaranteeing a roster spot, but could get drafted.
Zach Irvin is listed as a guard. He is a 6'6" senior out of Fishers, Indiana, 215 pounds. He's listed as a guard, and we're back underway. Derek Walton's got it, gets it over to the left corner to Irvin. Irvin goes right to Xavier Simpson, who's still out there. DJ Wilson over to Xavier Simpson, top of the key. Gets a screen from Wagner, gets it to the corner. Irvin didn't take the three. He had it. Back to Irvin. He'll drive inside from the corner, gets it to Xavier Simpson, who looks terrified to shoot the ball. Walton had it. Good Euro step inside. Ball gets around to Wagner. Pinballed around in the key. It got to Wagner, picked it up, put it in, and the foul. That is going to be on Weidenar, and all of a sudden, Weidenar with two quick fouls. He's a freshman out of Montana, the 6'6" freshman, averaging 2.2 points per game for the Central Arkansas Bears, and he's going to come out right now. And here comes, oh, lovely, another name. This is Lee, I believe. Anthony Lee? Ethan Lee. Folks, we are on the bottom of the roster.
They
right
are
now.
not. They are not afraid to use that. Bench.
These are guys that have played 0 minutes this entire season. Free throws missed by Wagner. Jordan Howard is still in. He works against Xavier Simpson, who we'd love to see him take more than 6 shots in the season. He was the big high-profile recruit as the ball is missed by Howard. Wagner gets the rebound, gets to Irvin, who brings it up left to right, gets it to Wagner. He wants the 3, didn't take it. Instead goes to inside. Wilson goes inside. He wanted to put up the layup, didn't. Instead went out to Walton. Foul was called. Walton ended up making the 3.
Nice job there by DJ Wilson. Got caught on the baseline, contorting his body to find a passing lane to an open Derek Walton Jr.
And it seems anytime when they put someone in, it's a quick foul. That's Ethan Lee. That's his first.
And we got another sub coming in.
Great. Oh, that's Brooks. I know him. DJ Wilson goes to the left to Irvin. Now it gets to the corner. Walton, who drives, get to Xavier Simpson. Corner 3. Good! Where is Morris? Very critical of Simpson. He's not there. I know he's watching. They're going to kick it around. Howard's going to go inside. Nice floater. Gets it up, gets it in. They haven't scored in 5 minutes. Good job by Jordan Howard. That's their player as Michigan gets it back.
I've watched probably 55, 56 minutes of basketball, and that floater was maybe the nicest shot I've seen in that 56 minutes.
DJ Wilson drove in, ran into Parnell. It's a foul on Parnell. It'll be his first. It's a shooting foul right in the key. DJ Wilson, your baby boy, going to go shoot 2 free throws. As we've got another freshman coming in, John Beeline, he wants to see what they can do. Is E.B. Watson getting ready to come back in? I don't know who for, but he's going to come in right now. It's going to be for Zach Irvin. So Beeline is emptying the bench just as Central Arkansas is. As Parnell comes out, he'll get replaced by Kamba, the starter. And
if I'm a Michigan fan, I'm hoping for a blowout, not just for the win,
yes,
but for the fact that you can see some of these younger guys get extended playing time, such as Watson and Simpson, maybe a little bit of Teskey action.
Oh, yeah.
The 7-footer that could be the future of Michigan big men.
I mean, we were saying that about Wagner last year, and he had a really down year. You see what he did over the summer. Michigan in the bonus now. Wilson is going to shoot 2. He's going to make 2. Michigan only with 2 team fouls. Howard brings it up really quickly, gets it to Kamba. Kamba works inside. Watson, no shot. He just falls down on his way to the basket. They call a foul on Eby. That's his first team 3rd. Another freshman, maybe not as high profile as Xavier Simpson, but, you know, Trey Burke wasn't the star of his class, and you know what happened with him. Howard gets it inside. It's stolen right to Xavier Simpson. Wilson's going to bring it up. He hands it off to Simpson.
He missed Mo Wagner streaking there.
Simpson's going to reset just to the left of the M, gets it over right to the M to Walton. He'll get to the Wilson, Wilson, E.B. Watson. Xavier Simpson's going to drive. DJ Wilson gets right in his way. Kicked around to E.B. Watson for 3. That's no good. I don't know what DJ Wilson was thinking. He just cut off E.B. Watson there, Xavier Simpson. On the other end, it's a really ugly Ethan Lee shot. It's close layup. Didn't go in. It was a foul on Watson, his first. And
I think that was Wilson.
At the line is shooting for the Bears, number 2.
They have it on Watson. They have it on Watson.
Do they?
It was called on Watson.
They're very similar in stature
and name.
Yeah,
as the first from Ethan Lee, no good.
In my circles, I've called E.B. Watson mini DJ Wilson. The same haircut. He's kind of like a smaller, lanky guy. You know what I mean? He's lanky for a guard.
Ethan Lee was 2 of 7 coming into that from the free throw line. He made 1 of 2. 35-14, Michigan completely dominating as the full court pressure is official. Michigan gets it up with ease.
35 might be enough to win this game.
5 minutes to go here in the first half. It's 35-14. You might be right. Hopefully we'll remember that as Derek Walton Jr. trying to get it into Wilson, couldn't. Wilson going to step back, gets it back to Walton in the corner. His head goes right up. He gets hit. He's fouled.
Nice acting job there by Derek
Yeah, I'm
Walton,
not
Jr.
sure. I'm not sure I bought it, but
Was there contact on the baseline? Yes. Was it enough to throw the head back? No, but that's what good players do.
that's your Allen Iverson right there.
Yeah, they use the head move to draw the foul.
And he's going to shoot a 1-and-1 for Michigan as they got some subs in. It's up. It's good. Abdur-Rahman Irvin going to come back in, and the freshman babies are going to sit down. It's Xavier Simpson and Evie Watson are the two I'm referring to. Walton Jr., as the band and student section puts their fingers in the air. It's up and good. Michigan up by 23, 5 minutes to go. Jordan Howard brings it up right to left, gets it to his man Brooks over to Kamba. Kamba, the starter, works against Irvin on the right wing. Gets it to Brooks in the corner, works against DJ Wilson. He'll bring it in, now goes inside to Christensen, who's posting up, trying to post up on Wagner. He does, it goes in, but it's a traveling violation. It doesn't matter. It's an 18-3 Michigan run in the last 6.5, and it's felt like an 18-3 one in the last 6.5.
Good job by Wagner, realizing he had his man trapped without a triple and just kept his hands straight up, didn't go for the block.
Abdur-Rahman's got it over to Walton. Walton wants a screen from Wagner on the left. He'll get one. He'll take it. It doesn't do anything. He works against Kamba. Now to Abdur-Rahman with 10 on the clock. He goes inside. Irvin normally would have just taken that corner three. He didn't this time. Instead, Walton's going to drive in and just get his pass stolen. It's to Abdur-Rahman, stolen by Kamba. Jordan Howard has the three. Got DJ Wilson in the air. Couldn't draw the foul. He'll get it in the corner. It's a long two. Jordan Howard has been the bright spot. He's 4 of 5 today with 9 points.
Pretty impressive possession, actually, by Jordan Howard there. Filling the lane correctly, getting DJ Wilson up in the air, and then not forcing the shot, realizing there wasn't enough contact to get the foul, passing it off, cutting back door, and then getting a nice 15-footer.
DJ Wilson posts up, now gets it. Irvin in the corner, nice passing three, good! And 15 of 16 points coming from Howard and Brooks on the Central Arkansas side as they're trying to go way too fast. It's tipped around, Jordan Howard's got it, he's gonna drive in, gets to the Kamba in the corner, he'll bring it back to his left of the wing.
I think Howard got away with the travel on it.
Gets it to Christensen against Wagner. Over to Brooks. Brooks has also been their man. Gets a hard screen by Kamba. Christensen had the long two. He doesn't shoot the ball. Instead, Brooks going to go inside Wilson. He had it. He had the angle. Couldn't put up the layup. Back left, right. Long two by Walton is good. 42-16. Where are you, UCLA? Bring it on. Michigan cannot be stopped. They're hiding in LA, man. They are. Inside, that's Kamba. It gets blocked by DJ Wilson. They've got about a 5-on-2, and they're going to get it. Nice bounce pass to Abdur-Rahman. It's a layup. Plays it up, plays it in. It's 44-16. Guys can get off the bench for Central Arkansas all they want. It ain't going to happen. 44 is going to be enough to take this one. Brooks works against Irvin. He'll get it over Jordan Howard, guarded by Abdur-Rahman. It's in the right wing. And he's gonna get a shot. It looked like it was the foul is on Abdur-Rahman on the floor. So it will be Central Arkansas ball when we get back. 2:39 to go here at Chrysler Center. It's cold outside, but it's hot inside. 44-16. Home team leads.
That's a good turn of phrase there, Chris. I just gotta give credit where it's due. I was stunned by it. I had something to say. I was stunned, but I honestly thought with this type of lead and maybe 3-on-1 break that Mar might try something flashy off the backboard to his trailing DJ Wilson, but he just took the 2 points instead. But DJ Wilson playing very solid defense. He kind of got beat on the dribble drive, but did a nice job not trying to jump and block the shot, just slid with them and kept his hands up. That's the mark of a guy who really worked on the small things in the offseason.
Well, we said it at the beginning. He was a freshman last year. I remember I was eating somewhere on the Diag, and I saw him walk by, and I just wanted to tell him that he sucked because he truly was not a good basketball player last year. Has worked all through the summer. I believe he worked with Wagner, actually, another guy that's out of nowhere gotten hot. He shot about 1,000 shots a day, and I mean, you see it now.
I believe that.
He's a lanky guy, tall, lanky guy, long arm, long legs. Reminds me of, and I'm not comparing it to him. I'm just saying his body type reminds me a lot of Karis LeVert. Of course, plays for the Brooklyn Nets now.
He had his first action about a week ago.
He did. Coming back from the leg injury?
Yeah, leg injury.
Leg injury.
But no, I like the lanky comparison.
Yeah.
But DJ Wilson's just so much bigger.
Yeah. No, absolutely. He's the forward of the two. If he continues this and stays 4 years, can he be a first-round pick? Is there a reality?
I think defensively, he's at where he needs to be an NBA first-round pick.
Wow.
But
so he is a top 30 defender in the nation.
I would say that. But
okay,
if he can show any semblance of an offensive game, he's a lottery pick.
Well, we've seen it a little bit today. He is 2 of 3. He missed his 1 3-pointer. The 3-pointer is not his shot. Every time I say that to myself, he goes to shoot a 3 and he makes it. But the 3-pointer is not his game.
Not yet. I've seen guys.
This is John Beilein we're talking about.
This is a John Beilein system. And I've seen guys in the NBA, DJ Wilson using his length right there to tip an inbounds pass. But you look at guys like Anthony Davis, who they didn't have a 3-point game coming in. But if under John Beilein, DJ Wilson can show any semblance of a reliable 3-point game with his athleticism and size, I think he could be a lottery pick.
And like Anthony Davis, if he can make the Olympic team in college, that would be good too. Central Arkansas hit a shot, on the other side. That was Christensen. He's hit his average of 2 points. Irvin on the wing, tries to drive it in, can't, 10 on the clock. Walton's got Howard on him, didn't get a screen from Wagner. Instead, I don't even know what to say to that. It looked like it was a possible travel. It looked like he was driving in from the wing, faked it to Abdur-Rahman. In the process, took about 10 steps. And with 2 minutes to go, Central Arkansas will have the ball. They can get it to within 20 if they really try hard. Probably not, though.
And look out.
Brooks works against DJ Wilson, your man. The shot wasn't even close. Wilson gets it up to Abdur-Rahman, who's streaking. He's got Walton in the corner. Good defense there by Parnell to cut him off. Now Wagner's going to take the left wing 3. Good! And on the other side, Michigan can get this thing to 30 with another point.
And Mo Wagner, maybe my favorite 3-point celebration, using the traditional German 3 of the thumb and index and middle fingers.
Gotta love it. As on the other side, it's a missed 3 by Parnell. It gets tipped around, back, and that is, I believe, Schmidt who got that one. Sorry, I really can't see the numbers, folks. That was Brooks.
I think it was Brooks. Yeah.
I thought it was 22. It's 32. 1 minute to go, 47-20. Michigan on top. DJ Wilson wanted to take that 3 in the right wing, didn't. Walton's got it in the corner, just puts it above Parnell. It's no good long, as Jordan Howard's going to bring it up against Abdur-Rahman right to left. He's just going to drive right in. Now gets to Christensen. Can he double his average? No. DJ Wilson with a nice rebound. Michigan going to move quickly. Under 45 seconds to go. Abdur-Rahman wide open corner 3. Get in there. No. And Wagner just tried to swat at it as Jordan Howard had it. He's going to get the foul, or either way, it went out of bounds. Either way, it's Central Arkansas ball. They're going to say it went out of bounds. As there's a 13 seconds differential between the shot and game clock. Jordan Howard doesn't care. He's just going to whip it over to Christensen, goes right below his hands, bounces right out of bounds. Michigan ball, 33 seconds left. They can bring it down to about 3 seconds.
This should resemble the last true possession of the half.
Can Michigan get it to 30? They have already covered the 26-point spread Vegas had on the entire game. So if you can find that, go for it.
You look up the spread.
I looked up the spread, Dalton, because that's all I do. That's all I talk about is spreads and percentages. Sorry, Walton is just resetting right now. It's good. Now 10 on the clock. It's to Wilson. Back to Walton. Walton going to drive inside against Kamba. Nice bounce pass to Wagner for 2 for the dunk. Jordan Howard's going to go fast. He's moved fast. He's going to go all the way inside around Wagner and Wilson. No. And that's how this half ends. Take a jog. Derek Walton Jr., 49-20. Michigan on top of Central Arkansas. Dalton, any final thoughts before you head on your way to study.
Michigan doing what they need to do, taking a lesser opponent and putting them down big early. Now they can maybe work on some sets that they're not so familiar with in game type situations. They can get some reps out of their younger guys. And I'll definitely be paying attention to this one to see how maybe the Teskies and the Watsons do an extended play.
Well, folks, it's 49-20. Michigan 9 of 22 from 3, 16 of 29, 55% otherwise. 18 rebounds to Central Arkansas's 11. Assist to turnovers 11-3. 49-20, Michigan on top. Dalton Bataki's on his way out. Morris Fabry on his way in. We'll be back in 14 minutes and 40 seconds. This is your home of Michigan basketball. 88.3 WCBN. Da, 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 da. And welcome everybody to Chrysler Center. It's getting hype as the University of Michigan men's basketball team takes on the Central Arkansas Bears. It's 49-20 home team. You may have expected it. Morris, what did you learn watching the first half?
Well, I learned that Central Arkansas literally has no defense inside the three-point line. Michigan has not missed a two-point shot attempt so far in this game. The most concerning thing to me so far is that Michigan only has taken 7 shots inside the three-point arc. You know, when you're going 9 of 22 from behind the arc, you can afford to keep bombing the threes. But if there's any team where you want to kind of iron out the kinks and work on slashing to the interior, getting shots at the rim, it would be a team like Central Arkansas. And to be fair, this is nitpicking because this is a team that's up 29 points at halftime. But, this is the game where you can pick nits, and I really would like to see Michigan establish more of an interior presence on offense in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, South Carolina is the game that comes into my mind. They're a team that just got their first loss yesterday as number 15. Michigan is 1 of 22 from 3 against them on the road in a game they still were very close to winning. So that's one of the losses you kind of wish you could go back and redo, make like tonight 40%. But it is interesting because Michigan, not a team known for their two-pointers. They are known for their threes. Like you said, they're only 7 of 7 from 2, 9 of 22 from 3. If you're John Beilein, just more of the same. Let's get some freshmen in. If you're Michigan, just, I don't know.
Yeah, E.B. Watson and Xavier Simpson need to get comfortable with the college game. They haven't shown it so far. And Michigan's going to need their freshmen to do big things if they want to accomplish the things they want to accomplish, not only down the road this year, but going into next season, because this is a team that's, the window is not as concrete and as small as it was back when they were led by guys who had NBA futures. Irvin and Walton are leaving after this year.
Yes.
But beyond that, you've got a pretty young team with potential to improve a great deal.
Xavier Simpson's going to be the guy. E.B. Watson's going to be his partner. As we're underway in the second half, Bears basketball. Howard brings it around. That's Widener to Kamba. Back to Howard. It's going to be an offensive foul inside. I'm not sure who it's on. Brooks possibly.
Looks like that one's going to be on.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Brooks. I'm not sure what the call was, but it was a whistle out of nowhere, and the full court pressure is on, albeit very poor, as Michigan is getting over very easily. They get it over the half-court line. They hand it off to Walton. He'll reset. Gets it to Wagner, top of the key, looking for someone to pass to. It's Walton. Walton rolls to the right, gets out to a Rockman. Wilson in the corner. That's on his game. That's a 3. No good. Wagner tried to tip it out. Couldn't. Rebound goes to the Bears. All the way around to Unruh. Thach Unruh. Dalton's pick of the game. Inside to Schmidt. Schmidt up and in. One of the names that I haven't memorized yet, so I apologize for that. Anyway, full court press. More of the same. Very poor. Michigan gets it right over. Abdur-Rahman gets it to Irvin in the corner. Drove, couldn't. Back out to the wing. Abdur-Rahman 3. Good.
Good to see he still got his stroke from the first half.
3 of 6 from 3, 4 of 7 overall. It's 52-22. Michigan dominating. And this is Schmidt again. It's an air ball. Air ball. As you can hear the tiny student section. Irvin get the rebound. He gets it to Wilson in the corner where he just missed a 3. Inside to Wagner. Wagner works against Schmidt. Good spin move inside. Gets around. Puts it in. Morris is pumped up. It's good.
Love that, man. He is the future of this program.
That's where you and Dalton disagreed as Unruh, nice touch. Or Kamba, excuse me, with nice touch. Puts it up. Puts it in. It's a 30-point game. Abdur-Rahman's got it. Wing to Irvin, back outside, right next to the M for Walton. Over to DJ Wilson on the right wing. Inside, Wagner wants to post up, turns around, puts it up, puts it in.
So pretty. Mo Wagner The offensive versatility, the touch, the finesse.
The man crush is real as Thach Unru's got it against Abdur Rahman. Out to Brooks. Brooks, a long three. That's no good. I don't know what that was. Tips around. Rebound goes to Walton. Now to Abdur Rahman. Oh, he had the three. Didn't take it. Now it's Wagner. Top of the key three. Good. In, out. Back in. Morris can't even handle himself right now. It's a 25-point lead. Wagner's on fire. And the ball stripped by Abdur Rahman, gets it to Irvin. Irvin works against Brooks, puts it up, puts it in, and the foul. Put the fist down. Central Arkansas, go home early. Michigan killing it.
Yeah, these games are fun. 37-point lead against a clearly overmatched opponent, but you know, it's nice to see guys get into them. It's nice to see guys dunking, and it's so nice to see Mo Wagner, the 6'10" German, still so raw on both ends of the court, showcasing the kind of potential that has Michigan fans salivating at his future.
It's 7 of 8, 2 of 3 from three. He missed the free throw. Wagner tipped it out. It looked like it went off of the Bears. Ref's got to give him something. It goes to Central Arkansas. This is Lowry bringing it up against Abdur Rahman. Gets it to Jordan Howard. Howard's been their hero. Drives in, puts it up at the free throw line. In and out. Back in. That's Brooks. That's Derek Brooks. And it's only a 35-point lead now. Wilson gets it over to Walton. Over to Wilson on the right wing. Drives in. Walton, the three from the moon. No, it gets tipped around to Irvin, who brings it to the corner. Gets it back to Abdur Rahman. He'll reset. Now back to Irvin in the corner. He'll drive around. DJ Wilson had a corner three, didn't take it. Cross-court pass, Abdur Rahman, wing three, no good. It's your boy, Wagner, the rebound, up and in.
Too easy.
Mo Wagner having his way with Central Arkansas as Howard brings it all the way back. A three by Brooks is no good.
Get off of him, Christensen. Don't mess around with Mo Wagner.
Wagner gets the rebound. Christensen fouled.
He's an elephant stampeding through a herd of antelope.
Oh, my God. And he just looks so angry about it, too. That's what makes it the most fun. Wagner, where's Dalton now, saying he's not a true big man?
Yeah, he's getting it done everywhere on the court. Oh, he's so much fun to watch. He's got the personality, too.
Irvin on the left wing. He works against Lowry. Wagner, cross-court pass. Now Abdur Rahman, corner three, didn't take it. Gets it back in the right wing. Walton Jr. three. Good! 40. Can you make it 50, Michigan? 66-26. Home team on fire. This is Lowry, who works against Abdur Rahman. Hands to Kamba in the corner against Wilson. To Christensen. Back outside Lowry. Kamba, wing three, didn't take it inside. He drives in. It gets tipped around. Abdur Rahman got a piece of it. He also got a piece of Kamba. It's a foul on MAAR. And there's a timeout on the floor. 66-26. The team from the Big Ten on top by 40. 15:40 to go, second half.
Yeah, this is kind of what you had to expect coming into this game. Central Arkansas, not a very good team. Michigan is at least that. They're at least a good team, at least a bubble tournament team.
Sure.
But, I haven't read enough poetry, but the greatest poets of all time, those who wrote the greatest love odes, the greatest ballads,
Oh my God.
can't even begin to encapsulate the way I feel about Mo Wagner. Watching him play, doing things that I haven't seen this side of Mitch McGarry, really.
Wow.
And, very different kinds of players. McGarry wrought havoc on defense. He was a bit more of a banger on the interior, but just the fact that these guys can both do things that you don't see out of men of that size anywhere else in the college game, that's the thing that fascinates me about Mo Wagner, and that fascinated me about Mitch McGarry. And, both of them had personalities that really shone through and showed in their play on the court. I love watching Mo Wagner play.
And another comparison to Mitch McGarry is they weren't necessarily superheroes when they first came into the league, when they first came to Michigan. Mitch McGarry was just Jordan Morgan's backup that happened to get some plays in the NCAA tournament.
Also the number 2 recruit in the country before his stock dropped.
Sure. Mo Wagner came in. He was behind Ricky Doyle and Mark Donnell. Doyle, of course, transferred out. Donnell now the number 2 man. And like you said, Wagner just completely dominating today. He's got 7 rebounds, 19 points, 8 of 9 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3. I will say he's missed his only free throw, so he's not perfect. Got to think with a couple more years of this, he could be an NBA player.
Yeah.
He could be.
Yeah, I think that's a very realistic future for Moritz Wagner. You know, he's dominated a very overmatched Central Arkansas team.
Very.
But he's put forth some very solid performances, too, against good competition.
Yeah, sure.
And if he can stay out of foul trouble this season, I think he's, you know, he won't be doing this on a game-by-game basis, but he's going to surprise some teams come Big Ten play.
I mean, in the Texas game, he was the one that put up the shot. He was the one that put up the block that ended the game.
Yeah, he scored the game winner, made the game-winning block. He's a very good player, very impactful player already. Just wait till he starts to put it all together.
For Michigan, it's Walton Jr., Abdul Rahman, Irvin, Robinson, Donnell. For Central Arkansas, it's Howard, Christensen, Kamba, Lowry, and Brooks. Lowry's got it against Walton, gets it to Christensen, who works against Mark Donnell, who's out there. Jordan Howard, a 3 from the moon is good. That's not the first time we've seen it. His other 3 was from the moon as well. It's a 37-point game. Walton gets it to Abdul Rahman in this. I don't know if this is full court pressure or not. I don't know what to call it, but Michigan not phased. Abdul Rahman's got it on the right wing, over to the left wing, Zach Irvin. He wanted the 3, didn't take it. Glad he didn't. Duncan Robinson, the hot guy, gets it over on the right to Derek Walton Jr. Didn't get a screen from Donnell. He backed out. Goes inside. Donnell works against Christensen, puts it up. It was a mid-range shot. It didn't go in.
He's no Mo Wagner.
He's no Mo Wagner. He isn't. And Kamba's got it against Robinson, gets it over. Lowry to Howard. Howard's been their boy all day. This is Lowry. He's going to put up a long 2 over Abdul Rahman, and it's good. Michigan fans starting to sweat. They're within 35. Abdul Rahman brings it up. It's Kamba. Gets it over the half-court line to Walton. Duncan Robinson has it from the right wing. He can take the 3 there. He chose not to. On the left side to Zach Irvin, over to Walton Jr., excuse me. Duncan Robinson on the left wing. Now gets to the left corner. Zach Irvin back on the left wing. Duncan Robinson 3. Oh, that's right down the middle. It's good. Duncan Robinson for 3. He's 3 of 4, all from 3.
Yeah, Michigan just kind of passing up open looks around the perimeter. Central Arkansas's defense not on par.
A pass from Kamba over to Lowry goes out of bounds off Walton. Brooks is going to be the man that inbounds it. And DJ Wilson's going to say, I won in the game. Zach Irvin go home. And him and Duncan Robinson will be on the court at the same time. Not something that happens too often.
Or something that you should see too often against upper-tier competition.
Sure. As DJ Wilson really the guy that has taken over for Duncan Robinson because of Robinson's defending. Not that one as he knocks the pass out of the way. They get it back, though. And Kamba takes an ugly shot, falls to the floor. It doesn't matter. Walton brings it up. They've got numbers. Abdul Rahman, corner 3, didn't take it. Christensen was on his way over. And now Duncan Robinson, corner 3, once again didn't take it. Abdul Rahman from the wing 3, no, gets it on the right wing. Duncan Robinson puts the one finger up. He's on fire. Michigan at 41.
Robinson passed up a good look. Abdul Rahman passed up a good look. Robinson got a great look and knocked it down.
Everyone passing up shots. I love it as Lowry makes it 2 points the other way. Central Arkansas getting ready to have 3 guys come in. I can't see the numbers. Certainly don't know the faces. Abdul Rahman works against the point guard Howard over to Robinson. Robinson in the left corner. Now he'll dribble to the right. Gets it to DJ Wilson over on the right wing, on the right corner, Abdul Rahman, who works against Christensen. He wants to take it. He drives in, gets it back out. Duncan Robinson again, no way. Oh, it looked good. It looked good on the left wing. It was a 3. It looked good from my angle. Didn't go in. Instead, Central Arkansas is going to have, that's Brooks. Long 3 from the wing, no good. Donnell gets the rebound, hands it to Walton Jr., throws it up. DJ Wilson, oh, Sports Center would have had a ball with that one. A beautiful alley-oop. It wasn't a beautiful because it didn't go in, but it would have been had it fall.
Yeah, majestic. I've been kind of internally screaming at Michigan to throw a lob Wilson's way all game today. That one, he would have had to soar into the stratosphere to claim that one.
Yeah, it was not great.
Only his afro could quite get up that high, not his hands.
It's
a bit of an errant pass from Walton.
It's Robinson, Donnell, Wilson. I believe that's Zach Irvin. I can't see.
It is.
And if you think Morris slights Mo Wagner, just wait till you hear about Xavier Simpson, who's also in the game. Here we go. This is Parnell. Parnell over to Lee, back to Parnell, works against Robinson. So many names to keep track of. This is very frustrating. Lowry over to Ethan Lee, works against Wilson. Now he'll drive to the left. It's blocked by DJ Wilson. Where are you at, Ethan Lee? Duncan Robinson from the 3-wing. No. It was the left wing where he's been all day. The rebound doesn't tap around to DJ Wilson. He just throws it up and gets fouled.
Oh, these bigs are fun to watch, man. Just don't bring that into DJ Wilson's house well above the rim to slam that into the backboard. Just look nonplussed about it as he turned back to go on the break with his team.
Well, when Michigan was on the road against UCLA, they were on the wrong side of the UCLA block party. I don't have the player's name off the top of my head, but he can sure block, and you will be seeing him in the NBA. As fans are, there are fans starting to make their way to the exits, trying to beat this traffic. It's 72-33, Michigan on top. There is a timeout on the floor, 11:56 to go. Fouls are 4-1 in favor of Michigan. Each team has 3 timeouts as they mop off the court. The band comes down to play, and at this point, it's just trivial. The women's game was much more exciting than what this is right now. If you are just joining us, the Michigan women defeating the Ohio 7-0 women by a score of...
It was a sizable margin.
It was a sizable margin. It was a close game, about a 6 or 7 point game at the half. Michigan blew it open by winning in the third quarter, 15 points. Won the fourth quarter pretty handily.
Yeah, Caitlin Flaherty with a second half explosion to carry her team to victory.
And all of a sudden, you're looking at a Michigan team that they can contend in the Big Ten.
Well,
in the women.
Oh, yeah.
Women's.
Yes, absolutely. I don't know enough about the rest of the teams in the conference to confidently put Michigan in that upper echelon, but they certainly do look solid when they get things going. They just, if they come out as flat as they did in the first half against some of the better teams in the Big Ten, some of the better teams across the nation, it's not going to be enough to get it done. Ohio undefeated coming into this game, but still not the same level as where Michigan needs to be at.
No, definitely not. And
meanwhile, this team contending in the Big Ten also
really
hard to. I don't know.
That is hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so hard to know what to take away from an opponent like Central Arkansas. You can see the obvious skill and versatility of the bigs in Mo Wagner and DJ Wilson.
Sure.
And it's nice to see Abdul Rahman and Duncan Robinson and, Zach Irvin, Derek Walton hit their shots. But I still think that Michigan's going to need more creativity from their guards. And I haven't seen much of that in this game. And I don't think we're going to be able to glean much from their play against Furman.
Is Mo Wagner going to be, half of what we're seeing today against actual teams in the Big Ten?
Well, the thing is, we've seen Mo Wagner get it done against good teams. We haven't really seen, Irvin has had like a good half against Virginia Tech. Walton knocked down some threes against either SMU or Marquette. I forget which, but neither have been consistent producers. And in order to win, you need in order to win in NCAA, you need consistent production from a few different spots. It can't just be one or two big men with a couple flashes of brilliance.
As we do come back, DJ Wilson makes both free throws, 74-33 now. As Ethan Lee's got it, he's going to drive, almost missed the dunk, instead has to put up the layup. And it's your boy Xavier Simpson gets it up ahead to DJ Wilson on the right wing. He'll drive in to the corner. Donnell Back outside, all the way around. All 5 guys touch it to Robinson, over to Irvin in the corner. Old Zach Irvin takes that 3. I like that he didn't. Back and forth, him and Duncan Robinson. Back to Irvin. Now he's going to take the 3, and it's good. Zach Irvin for 3.
Had to wait till the shot clock made that an acceptable look before he took it.
All right, this is Parnell, who works against DJ Wilson at the top. Now this is Brooks, their man, puts up the easy floater up and in. It was a layup. It was simple. And Brooks makes it a 40-point game. I did say earlier the line was 26 points. Michigan, 26-point favorite. This isn't 26 points. This is 40. DJ Wilson, 3. Why not? It's way short.
Didn't I say they'd win by 40?
If you did, it wasn't to me, but I'll believe it because
I did say it to you, and you said the line was 26.
Oh, you're right.
Might have even been on the last broadcast.
I think it was on the last broadcast. You're right. As he is trapped in the corner is the point guard Lowry, not Kyle Lowry. This is a different Lowry. He gets trapped between Donnell and DJ Wilson, a terrifying pair to get trapped between. He's going to call timeouts. It's 77-37, folks. I mean, I could try to give you analysis right now. There's not really much analysis for those of you that aren't watching, which is all of you because it's not on TV. This game not close from the beginning. Michigan out-rebounding 27-18. Their assist to turnover is 17-4, which is not what we saw in the women's game at all. A lot of negative assist to turnovers. They're shooting 57% from the field, 44% from 3, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Central Arkansas, 41% shooting, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 of 4 from the line. Wagner is the leading scorer at 18. He's also got 7 rebounds for those of you that care.
I gotta ask, say you substitute, Central Arkansas's Lowry with Kyle Lowry. How much of a difference do you think it makes in the outcome of this game?
The thing is, I think he would be. He's going to be the complete focus of every player that Michigan has. I think it would make some open looks for the rest of the Central Arkansas team. I don't think they'd win. I think it might be like a 20-point game instead. But I think if you're solely focusing on one guy, the problem with that is that's exactly what Russell Westbrook is doing. He's getting triple doubles all over the place. So I would like to think that we would be able to, the Michigan Wolverines would be able to stop him. But it's not Kyle Lowry, it's Jeff Lowry.
Say you put LeBron James on this Central Arkansas team. Do they have a chance against the Wolverines?
My God. I think they have a chance to win the NCAA tournament, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
That's LeBron James. He would dominate every single possession. He'd have the ball every time.
I mean, eventually, if you put 4 guys on him, I don't know. I feel like LeBron James would not be enough to win this game for Central Arkansas.
Really?
But I think it would be very close, like a down to the wire sort of deal. Obviously, Michigan doesn't have the athletes to hang with him, but they at least have like a DJ Wilson contest at the rim.
The thing is, when he's on defense, you can just throw the ball away from him. That's not an issue.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. He's at least peak LeBron. One-man wrecking crew on defense.
He is, but I think when you have 5 different guys and you can play around him, I think on Michigan's side of the ball, it wouldn't be a problem. Out of the timeout, Brooks gets it out. Oh, it's another new name. Oh, nope, it's Ikek Polar. Ikek is what we're going to call him from now on. It's Ikek, works against DJ Wilson on the left wing. This is Ikek now inside from number 12, Parnell. These are all the names, folks, that these players have not played much in actual game time, so I didn't really look at their names.
It's garbage time, man.
This is garbage time with 10:13 to go in the second half. This is Ikek Polar. He is 8 of 13 from the free throw line so far this season, making 8 of 14 as he's frozen in his shot after putting it up. Jordan Howard's going to go out for Jeff Lowry. Watch out, folks. He may have heard us talking. He's pissed. Here comes the Ikek free throw up, and that one's good. That is Otas Ikek Polar out of Edmonton, Canada. So I don't know why a Canadian has that name, but that's fine. Xavier Simpson Pass to Duncan Robinson goes out of bounds off the foot of Parnell on the full court pressure.
Kick ball.
Someone's got to take it from out of bounds. It's going to be Zach Irvin.
Usually they have pronunciation guides for
names like this.
names like that. Yeah, but we've been lacking in that department today.
I'm upset. I'm embarrassed. I feel like they've personally embarrassed me.
You have been wronged.
I've been wronged. Folks, you're not missing much. Duncan Robinson's going to put up a 3 in the wing. No, he's not. He's going to get it to Zach Irvin. He passed it up. Now to Wilson, back to Irvin. Top of the key, rolls to the right. There's Duncan Robinson, corner 3. Didn't want it. Instead, kicks it out to Irvin, who's 1 on the clock. 3 from the moon. Are you kidding me? That was a deep NBA 3. Zach Irvin for 3.
Oh, Jesus.
Inside Parnell goes up and good against DJ Wilson.
And then he turned it. Irvin kind of turned and shrugged after he hit that one. That was an absolute prayer.
The MJ shrug. Duncan Robinson passed up multiple open 3s in the corner. And another one right here, and he passes it up again. Gets it to Donnell, left wing 3, no good. Rebound goes down to, I believe that is Widenar. This is Lowry. This is Widenar. Loses his dribble, finds it again. Gets it back to Lowry. The point guard works against Zach Irvin. He gets a screen from Ikek. Another screen from Ikek. He tries to get it inside to Ikek. Can't. Gets tipped around from Donnell to Duncan Robinson. Robinson just shoot a freaking 3, man.
He's already shot 7, man. Got to share the love.
When you make 4, you're all right with to taking as many as possible. Another one he could have taken. Doesn't say. He drives. Xavier Simpson, corner 3. Your boy, no. Donnell can't tip out the rebound. Ikek's got it. Gets it to Parnell. All the way up to head to Brooks. Brooks in the corner. Now he's going to drive in. Gets it to Weldenar for deep 3. Not even close. Donnell's going to get the rebound. Gets it to Irvin. He'll bring it up right to left. Duncan Robinson, left wing. Oh, that's another deep 3. That one wasn't even
open.
close.
He was too open.
He just threw the ball up, it looked like. Hendrock's going to have it. Parnell to Widenar. Other side to Lowry, who works against Wilson. Back to Weldenar. Over top of the key to Parnell. Weldenar's got it, now working against Duncan Robinson. Inside to Ikek, short 2-point jumper, no good. Rebound to Donnell. Zach Irvin is acting as the point guard right now, even with Simpson on the court. Simpson wants it. Corner 3 didn't want it. Irvin's going to reset at the M over to DJ Wilson, who we haven't said his name in a while. Xavier Simpson, top of the key to Duncan Robinson, right wing 3. He wanted it, threw it over to Xavier Simpson on the move. It's a turnover inside to Brooks. Brooks with one of the worst efforts I've ever seen a player give. They're scoreless in the last 2 minutes. Our Central Arkansas. DJ Wilson's got a corner 3. Why not? It's good.
Yeah, just a piss poor effort from
that was
from
Brooks.
Brooks. First of all, just
he's 6 of 13. I mean, he's having an okay game.
A total failure of a transition offensive opportunity, and then he jogged back on defense, allowing Michigan to swing the ball around leisurely until Wilson was open for the corner tray, which he's been shooting today with no hesitation. He hasn't been very efficient from deep this year, has DJ Wilson, but
he's 1 of 14.
Today is the day to work out those kinks and to try to shoot those with no hesitation. See what happens. If you keep up that Xavier Simpson, your boy stuff, people are going to assume I either love him or I've, said some horrible, awful things about him.
Which you have.
I don't think I have. He has not been good this season. He has made 2 shots going into this game. Both of them were against Howard. This is a guy who was coming into the season expecting to play pretty heavy minutes in Michigan's guard rotation behind Derek Walton Jr. and Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman. And thus far, he has not played a lot of minutes because he's simply not able to succeed at the college level so far. And I think a lot of it has to do with his size. He's probably about my height. He's probably a good 15 pounds less than I am. And he's shown thus far he's a pretty good passer. Yep. Still struggling to familiarize himself with the college defense.
Yep.
But he built his game as a high school player around being a slasher, around being able to get by guys, get to the rim. But when you're that size, coming straight out of high school, it's just you can't finish at the rim against college bigs, and it happens from time to time. A highly touted recruit will get to the college level, won't be able to keep up with the physicality of the college game, and right now Xavier Simpson looks like a guy who's just kind of lost in the trees.
Folks, do you find yourself wondering, who's Michigan playing next? I've been telling Morris it's Furman all night. That's the game after this one. Saturday. I believe it's 2:30 because I'll be there. 3 o'clock, I can confirm. It's the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks. You think Central Arkansas is bad? Folks, they are 1-9 with losses to George Washington, Boston College, Wichita State, UMBC. I don't even know who that is. They do have something in common with Michigan. They've lost to Virginia Tech. Theirs was by 16. Their only win was against a team with no logo on ESPN. That's Central Pennsylvania College Knights, if that's even a school.
It's disrespectful to the Central Penn College Knights.
And if you look at their conference, the MEAC, I don't even know what that stands for. All but one of the 12 teams are better than 3-7. They're taking their lumps. They're making their money, as Central Arkansas is today. It's hard to talk about this game because it's crazy. It's insane how boring this game is.
Got some
43 to go.
E.B. Watson checked in along with John Teskey and
Teskey
Sean
is in.
Lonergan.
So we've got, I will give an effort here. It's Xavier Simpson, John Teskey, Sean Lonergan, Duncan Robinson, E.B. Watson. It's the backups in, folks. And the Central Arkansas Bears have Howard Kamba, Lowry Schmidt, and Weidenar. So a couple starters there.
It'd be one thing to be professional in this kind of a situation on a broadcast where we had a bunch of listeners. We could offer some analysis.
Oh no, yeah, I could do much better than this.
Nobody is listening. Yeah, of course. So, I'm fine with just totally messing around.
It was 1 of 2 from Kamba. The free throw. Lonergan's got it out of Fishers, Indiana. You know who else out of Fishers, Indiana? Zach freaking Irvin. That's who.
Oh, there you go.
I have a feeling those have something to do with each other. As E.B. Watson's got it inside now to Lonergan. He's going to put up the 3. The bench is on fire. It's no good.
Dockich so frustrated that didn't fall.
Dockich is not out, and he needs to be. Howard takes about 6 steps to get a layup up and in.
Oh, that was good. Clean. I think you're a little too sensitive to travels, Chris. You're allowed that gather step and then one more before you.
And then 6 after that, you're right.
I forgot. 6 after that. He picked up his dribble, took one step, and jumped.
Took about 12 other steps as the Teskey pass to Xavier Simpson tipped out of bounds by Lowry.
Let's just bring up our personal replay feed, Chris.
God, I wish we could, man.
I just brought it up. He took a step. No travel. You'll have to take my word for it because this is not a visual medium.
Duncan Robinson, corner 3, in and out.
Terrible. Gotta hit that one.
Kamba the rebound.
Vital 3 there.
He's 4 of 9, so I'll give it to him. This is Lowry, gets it back to Morgan, I think, who works against Lonergan. Cute little stutter step there. Got him because it's a foul. And it looks like some other tall white gentleman's going to come in for Duncan Robinson.
Is that Brent Hibbets?
I sure don't know who number 0 is, but he's coming in, folks. Hibbets.
It is Brent Hibbets. Got him. I'm so knowledgeable about this. No, Dalton just said before the game, we need to see more of Brett Hibbets.
I'm really excited.
Who the hell is this guy? Oh, that's who it is.
As Howard misses the jumper right to left, it's Xavier Simpson. Works inside.
Whoa!
No, look past the
Teskey, you schmuck.
Can't make the dunk. He's fouled.
Oh, no.
Oh, the no-looker.
Would have been the garbage time highlight of the year.
That was...
Man, Simpson can pass.
Yeah, that's the no-looker. Inside to Teskey. It's up. It's no good. He's going to shoot 2 free throws, though.
Too bad that, legitimate college defenses will shut down those passing lanes because.
But he wasn't looking at him, Morris. That's why they called it no look. He was looking into the fans. They have no idea.
It was pretty nice.
When he's looking away, they have no idea. First free throw's up, no good. Second free throw's up, no good. Hibbets tried to get the rebound. Didn't happen. This is Kamba. Brings it to the right. Howard was on it. He was streaking in on that pass. It goes out of bounds. I think that was the Xavier Simpson great defense there.
I
It's
think he
Michigan
was
ball.
Looking for Jeff Backus in the second row. And
Folks, we did have a Jeff Backus jersey sighting, not signing.
threw it away when he realized Jeff Backus's jersey is no longer there.
He's gone. He left a while ago. Could very well be the real Jeff Backus. As Lonergan gets it to the corner to Simpson, he drives to the right over to Lonergan. Other wing, E.B. Watson. Hibbets had the three, didn't take it. It's that classic college travel. If you're an NBA fan, that means you take 2 steps without dribbling.
Wilson and Wagner are having a real laugh on the bench right now, talking to each other, getting up and showcasing some antics. And
I think it's because they know they're so much better than the team in black.
Oh, they are.
I mean, it's just not fair.
It's good to see guys having fun.
Schmidt gets it to Brooks, back to Schmidt. He's going to drive in on Teskey. Nice little hookity hook. It's up and good with 4:44 to go, 83-45 Michigan. They are not actually offering live bets on this game, so the 26-point spread is final. Hibbets had the three. Dockich got excited, didn't take it. Inside Teskey on the fadeaway, off the backboard, no. Then trips on Parnell on the way back, that being Teskey. Brooks gets it to Parnell. Parnell inside against Watson. The layup is up and no good. Watson the rebounds. And Parnell is just in his face. I mean, at this point, you feel bad for the bus driver that has to sit back in the bus, keeping it warm while he's waiting for this awful team where he's going to take him back on the next 12-hour journey. You feel for that guy.
I don't feel for him. He's getting paid. He's got his music.
For 12 hours? How boring do you think that is?
Dog, if you got some music, you got some Netflix.
You Netflix?
Got some, I mean, what? Oh, you mean
you're driving
the actual bus drive?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be
not
pretty
now.
miserable.
As E.B. Watson puts home a three. I'm not out right now at this moment. He's sitting in that bus, and he's got a 12-hour journey on his way back.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
Parnell wanted to put up the deep three, realized he'd be cut from the team if he did. Instead, puts up a weird hook that didn't fall. Lonergan, corner three.
God darn it.
Oh, man. Folks, the bench wanted that one. Morgan gets it to old Weldenar. The deep three is good. One of the names I didn't recognize because I didn't go that far down on the depth chart. Xavier Simpson brings it back. Over to Lonergan, back to him. It's three. Good! Whatever his first name is, Hibbets. Brent with a three-pointer. Dalton Pataki, that's for you. Hot dog, I'm hot. Brooks, corner three over Lonergan. That's no good.
You should have said sandwich, I'm hot. But that's
hot dog is not a sandwich. That's such a dumb thing to say.
Lonergan at the other end. Let's
Did you see that bounce pass from Xavier Simpson? BT dubs.
Pretty sick. But yeah, hot dog's a sandwich.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. How is it a sandwich, man?
A hot dog is meat between two pieces of bread.
But there's an opening on the top where you put your ketchup and you eat it differently.
There's an opening in every sandwich. You eat you eat sub sandwiches differently than you'd eat like a peanut butter sandwich. Different pieces of bread are eaten differently in sandwich form. When I make an open-faced peanut butter and jelly, fold it in half and eat it, is that not a sandwich? That is a sandwich, my friend.
It's not in between two buns. It's between two slices of bread.
No, if I take a piece of bread, cover it in peanut butter, put some jelly on it, fold it in half, and eat it.
Is there a piece of bread on top of the peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, the same piece of bread that's on the bottom. I folded it in half. So you're telling me?
I don't like that. Nah, that's a piece of bread with peanut butter and jelly on it.
I folded it in half and I eat it like a sandwich. What's the difference as to whether there's two pieces of bread or one? It's a sandwich.
It's just a piece of bread. That's all it is. There's not a second on top. There has to be a second piece of bread. I don't like the way you're talking down on people who eat half sandwiches across this country. No, they're doing a great job of eating a piece of bread. Yes, A+. A+ bread eating effort.
You're diminishing the
Morris
sandwich.
Fabry.
You're diminishing the sandwichhood of half sandwiches. I think that's a little closed-minded of you.
It's very close-minded because it's a piece of bread. If you want to eat a piece of bread, you can feel free to
What
eat
is a sandwich if not 2 pieces of bread?
That's a big difference. That's a second piece of bread on top of the original piece of bread.
What does the number of pieces of bread have to do with whether or not something is a sandwich?
Right now, we just got our top 10 donors.
And how does it define? How do you define a piece of bread? Cannot one piece of bread be connected to another piece of bread? Pieces can be connected. There can be 2 pieces of one whole.
So, Morris, out of nowhere, we just got our top 10 donors from Giving Blue Day, and they're now listening in to this analysis. They're not very happy with the money that they've put in.
That's bull. We still have 0 listeners.
We have 0 listeners.
We have 0. Your parents aren't listening anymore.
That's funny.
I can see the viewers, dude.
I didn't know it was 0, though.
No, it's definitely 0. I would totally. I mean, this is getting recorded and put on YouTube. But
Yeah. No,
I would definitely be very professional if we had more than 1. Because the
Okay.
one I would put down is your parents.
Yes. Wow, they gave up on me.
They give up. I mean, to be fair, it's like
They sat through a game and a half.
it's like 2.5 hours of the same stuff, and it's Central Arkansas versus Michigan.
And it's Ohio versus
But
Michigan.
this is more entertaining than that though.
If I were to be, play by who's 25?
I don't
Oh,
even
that's
know.
Coonrad. That's Thotch.
Who's 14 on Michigan?
Wright Jones.
Oh, duh.
It's that
That guy.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know his first
I
name.
know it's Kendall.
Sure.
Kendall.
The bench wants him to shoot. Oh, he's taking it inside.
If he makes another
Oh
three,
yeah, Hibbets is gonna catch
I'm
fire.
not even gonna. I'm gonna say start him.
Watson is a
No,
gunner,
it's so
dude.
long.
Watson is a freaking gunner.
Yep.
Speaking of gunners, this Widenar guy,
We have an Austin Davis, Fred Wright Jones.
Fred
Austin
Wright.
Davis, 6'10" freshman, never played it.
Yeah, that name sounds. I think he was actually heavily recruited, but I think he's also probably going to see a red shirt. What
Austin
on
Davis
earth? You see, that's what happens when Simpson tries to take it inside.
and one.
That's a foul on the play, my friend. Took it inside, tried a
I'll take it,
ridiculous
Davis.
scoop shot. Yeah, Austin Davis will be playing down the road.
I'll let Dalton know.
Can't say that Fred Wright Jones will be.
In other news, Chris took this in my coat was a women's coat. God, it looked like a women's coat, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the frilly fur type of looking stuff on the collar.
I thought it was the girls, to be honest. Hibbets.
Yeah, he exhibited some pretty good range for a guy his size there.
He's not. I guess this is more cupcakes, but I can't see any more.
Woo!
He tried.
He almost.
That's
dunked it.
Ethan Lee right there.
There you go. Your boy Ethan Lee.
Third from the bottom, 0.3 points per game. So that's why I didn't know Ethan Lee.
Getting it done.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I want to see Fred Wright Jones put one up. Watson, you've taken
The thing
enough
is,
shots.
Eby and Xavier are the only guys that'll ever see time, and Eby not even really. Xavier Simpson the only guy you'll see in a game like UCLA.
Eby will see some time. He'll see 5 minutes here or there against Big Ten foes. Same with Teskey.
Teskey, you will not see Teskey. Never.
You'll see Teskey.
No
if
way.
If the bigs get in foul trouble, you'll see Teskey.
Sure.
Whereas Fred Wright Jones, you will never see.
I feel like they'd put in Wilson as the big man.
Oh yeah, they could. Oh, that was about to be
Oh.
something. That was about to be something. Yeah, I mean, but I'm assuming Wilson and Wagner are experiencing some sort of foul
And
trouble. They
Donnell.
just need someone to.
And to know.
Well, Donnell's trash is the thing. Donnell's terrible. You need someone to bridge the gap, and Teskey offers more as far as just interior defensive presence goes than Mark Donnell.
Mark Donnell's the man.
Mark Donnell has the post presence of an ant on stilts.
Mark Donnell's the man. I just want you to know.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. Last year he wasn't terrible. I don't remember him being like that bad. I liked him over Doyle.
He had his moments.
I sure liked him over Ricky Doyle.
But Doyle was also not great.
Ricky Doyle was
they're
awful.
Donnell is not trash. I'll take that back. But there are two big men who are so clearly better than him right now on this team that it irritates me when he gets playing time, significant playing time.
Well, if Teskey can play, Donnell can play. I do not hate Donnell.
Yeah. He just doesn't offer any. He's a known quantity, and it's known that the quantity that he is
Are you
not
serious? Did that just happen?
Basketball.
Yeah, Central Arkansas isn't good. They'll lose by 44. That's my prediction. 24 seconds left. Looks like Simpson's going to dribble out the clock.
Oh, Dalton saw the three, I guess. I guess he stayed.
Yeah, well, he didn't listen to our broadcast, though.
Clearly not. Clearly, him and our donors have failed us.
Somebody somewhere down the road is going to just scour the depths of YouTube, and they're going to come across this broadcast, and they're going to hear this. And you know what? So that intrepid soul who looks through the broadcast and finds this one and either enjoys it or, just
Or the opposite.
or the opposite.
Which is
Kudos to you. Get a life, please.
Wow.
Any final thoughts, Chris?
hot dog ain't a sandwich.
Hot dog is a sandwich.
Michigan basketball can beat terrible teams.
Yeah,
They're real good at that.
they can do that. All right, time to end it. End it all. Turn down the volume.
Press stop.
Say goodbye. All right, we're done. See ya. Good night, go Blue.
Good night.